what would it take to extend Josh Naylor and Randy Rosarena? Randy Rosarena has one more year under contract. He's going to be arbitration eligible for his final year next year. Josh Naylor is set to become a free agent. Back in 2022, the Mariners traded for Luis Castillo at the deadline. They were able to extend him September 24th before the start of the playoffs. They were able to capitalize on maybe a little under market value at the time because it's not competing with other teams in free agency. They were able to show him what Seattle is like, what the clubhouse is like with the guys in there. Luis Castillo liked what he saw. They were heading towards the playoffs and saw their trajectory and decided to sign that 5-year extension. Same thing with Josh Naylor, I feel like, with the Mariners. He's able to get to know the rest of the guys, the city, kind of see where things are heading. In this tweet, I said 5-year deal. I think that's just kind of a starting point for him.
Yeah, you got to lock him in. And what does that look like as far as a long-term deal goes? Yeah, it starts with a 5 and it starts with a 100. And I think that's where the conversation starts to go north. If I was a betting man, I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 for 110 mil.
2 weeks ago, and that trade happened, we were talking about it, and I just felt like it had that Castillo trade kind of vibe to it. Jerry, he's talked and voiced about how when he makes these kind of trades, he wants to sign, develop, then trade, right? And if they're going to trade, they want to trade for assets that can continue to play on the team. So you have to imagine that there's a vision there where long-term, Naylor's definitely in that long-term trajectory over the next 5 years on this team, especially if you look in the minor league system. So no doubt we're going to try. If we can do it, I'm not certain. You look at next year, free agency. If I'm Naylor, if I want to capitalize on the amount of money I want to make, free agency might be a place to go. I mean, if Pete Alonso ends up sticking with the Mets, and you look at other players that are going to be available in free agency, there's not much. So it'll be tough, but I think that's going to be a guy that you have to open up the pocketbook for.